All right. Hey, folks. Welcome to the Southside Experience, episode 13. Today, we have a couple of guests with us, some returning, some new. My name is Stefan. I am the host of today's show. I'm also joined by my co-host, Kylie, who's also there with Jack. How you guys doing today?
Good. Glad to see you guys. We're popping in from the shop today.
I know, yeah, different angle, but making good use of the room that we typically use the commentary for. So super awesome, and you're not going to get a lot of that feedback from the back and forth in the door next to the other computer out there. So that's awesome. Also returning, we have Hector. Hector, how you doing today? I bet you he's tired.
Nah, not tired. I'm stressed. That's what it is today. Yeah, rough week with family, work, but we're here. You know, we got a lot of good things to talk about, so can't miss these things whenever I can.
Awesome, for sure. No, and appreciate you being able to set some time aside to make it with us. And last but not least, we have Mikey, aka Hayes from Freedom Gaming. How you doing today, Mikey?
What's going on? Long time listener, first time caller. Excited to be here.
Awesome. All right, and we'll take a couple of notes in chat really quick. I expect today to be a lot of dialogue and conversation about the last 48 hours, but let's go over here. All right, yeah, the background goes hard. Absolutely. This is the one I knew I had to do for the countdown, so appreciate the feedback there.
Not gonna lie, you got me there. I saw that and I'm like, there's no way this thing is crashing because I'm not too good at technology. So I thought it was crashing. I was like,
I got PTSD. Too soon, bro. There's PTSD for some of us there, bro.
Yeah.
And no, so thankfully we did keep the same link for the podcast. So appreciate you being able to stay subscribed and follow along from, whether you're watching on Twitch or YouTube. But yeah, great comments, great feedback. But yeah. Anyways, so spoiler, we will be talking about what's happened in the last 40 hours, but I did want to go over some good points first, most namely the SSG set champs that happened over the weekend. So we had a total of, was it 35 players show up?
38. I think it was 38.
Yeah, 38.
Okay. Awesome. So 38 players showed up. We were the second set champs in our area. And thankfully enough, the first place winner of the first set champs in the area was able to provide us with a mat. So we were able to award 2 mats. A very popular opinion about keeping the 2 mats or as many mats as possible since from last time. But we were able to provide 2 mats for first and second place, as well as a case for top 8. So properly split down the way. So yeah, and we had really good turnout. We did the production and we had a stream. So if you haven't watched it yet, I believe the VOD is still available on Twitch. And if not, there should be a live video on YouTube. So watch. There were some great matches there. And yeah, really happy about how the event turned out.
Also, I think it's so funny how you say, the winner of the other event, like it wasn't Chuck who went to go ahead and win ours too.
Fair. Well, I don't want to give everything away right away. There's an aspect of storytelling here, but yes, it was Alex, aka Wochuck, who took it home from Guildhall on Saturday and was able to not only provide us the mat, but also won ours as well too. So
he upcharged us for the mat and then he wins it again. So it's like double dip.
Yeah, that's the infinite money glitch. You didn't know that?
Yep.
He's farming us, boys. He's farming us.
Yeah, but for sure. But yeah, so let's take a look at his list. So, all right. So
Dumpy.
Yeah, Dumpy. That one of put in some work in the finals. I don't think I ever saw a Curse Merfolk stay on the board for more than one turn.
Dude, how did he not name his deck Dump Chuck?
Dump Chuck? Oh man, missed opportunity.
He didn't want to give it away. He didn't want you to have any indication that the one of Dump Truck was in there.
Stefan, they're saying there's a lot of bad static.
All right, give me a second. So you guys can hear me fine? Is there any static?
No,
I don't have static from you.
I hear you fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the output.
Give me a second.
Oh.
Okay, I know exactly what it is right now. I am having some
It says
interference,
fixed.
my
Getting
headphone,
DDoS.
and my microphone. So I'm gonna just try to hold the wire all day. So let's do that.
But this list looks really good. I think Purple Steel is incredibly strong right now. So many ways to gain lore out of nowhere. So it can kind of get under stuff like Red Blue, but can still dumpster some of the aggro decks and have a good matchup into a lot of those as well. So I think it's a pretty good deck.
You mean dump truck the aggro matchups?
Exactly. Dumpster.
Truck aggro matchups.
I think this deck sucks.
Were you on the recipient of a little dumpy on you during the event?
No, I was not, but when we played the 3-deck format, I had to take Purple Steel, and I was fighting for my life every round.
Oh man,
Bro, he ever since that day, bro, Hector with the Purple Steel is crazy.
It's never.
This-
but then,
this
of
is-
course, you have to like this deck, right? And then on top of that, if you get the God Hands where you're like triple 1-drop into Rabbit Sing Zeus, it's just always nice. But to me, I just draw dead cards.
what are your guys' thoughts on the one of Elsa? I feel like when I look at people building Purple Steel, there's either an abundance, so you either go all 4 of, or in this route where you do a 1 of.
It's interesting for sure. I think the 1 of typically is like a Bell, not really an Elsa. You typically see 3 or 4 Elsa.
Chuck has historically undervalued Elsa, though, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, him and Bivens have a very different approach on this deck to like more like hand advantage and control over like just dump the face. Like he only has 1 white rose.
Yeah.
It's like Hector said. Like they want to put Merlin Rabbit down, loop it, and sing Zeus with it, and just obliterate your board. Have like more cards. He did it to I think George on stream. Like he outdrew red purple.
Yeah.
And
I think that's where all of his multiple card copies are. Anything that draws him cards and his bounces and heat.
Yep.
So, and I think one other thing to mention that, I mean, you picked up, there's only 1 of Elsa. There's normally 3 or 4 of those in most lists, but I don't think that many Purple Steel decks are playing 4 of the 2-cost Mim anymore. They've kind of migrated away from that. So that could be why he can get away with a little more 1-ofs, because he has more ways to bounce some of those impactful cards back. I mean, I think that the list looks good.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, for the most part, when we had him on stream, the matches went very well. But I think the one where we saw a lot of value, especially with some of the 1-ofs, were the finals. And in the finals, Alex faced Alex Blair, our local green purple player. Ooh, this is a bad layout. Give me a second. See if I make this any better.
we had to get that library in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
So-
I think like Chuck's list eats this alive,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So, and I believe the results of the finals, we actually had issues with the Ravensburger Play Hub. Anybody have issues over the weekend or just in general using that app, either as an end user or tournament organizer? We got stuck in the top cut where it wouldn't let us progress past top 8. So thankfully, a lot of the top 8 players were able to get it figured out who was facing who after the fact. But if you look at the event right now, I think round 6 is finished and top 8 is. I'm still working with support on getting the rest of the results submitted. So.
Yeah, no, Guildhall had some issues too. PPGs crashed. They made a post that they're updating the Play Hub. I think like tomorrow.
I don't know what's going on. Bad Play Hub, bad ticket system. I don't know what's going on, man. I heard some that if you drop enough people, that'll cut the rounds or they'll make the tournament shorter. If enough people were dropped,
Oh my god,
it's freaking. What I think is crazy. You imagine you're like, all right, 6 rounds, and then 10 people just drop, and they're like, well, we cut the tournament at 4 rounds.
oh man, yeah, that's kind of wild.
I think Guildhall
With the live updating, because like standings update with each individual match finishing rather than rounds. So it's probably related to that.
Yeah, and I don't really even think they need that, especially at maybe at a high level tournament. But I don't think that's super necessary at a at a set champs. I think you can wait. You can wait for the
Yeah.
round to be done.
Yeah,
If that's
I
really
mean-
something that's gonna cause like throw a wrench in the system.
Mhm.
Yeah, just might as well wait until you start your official season too, right? Like just wait till Fabled, fix it, and then so we can start fresh.
You know, from a software development background, this sounds almost like this is like live user testing, right? So like it kind of got forced, you know, where they needed. It's almost like they needed to see these results before this might be the platform that ends up being used for the first DLC. So getting a wide test base of smaller venues or smaller events to make sure that it works cohesively at a larger event.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that
boy.
I don't think like what's the biggest event that might happen before then? A couple hundred people. I think that
Bro, it's just gonna be
I
like
think
Atlanta all over again.
yeah, I think
you know?
Milwaukee might be very interesting if a
It's gonna be like
3,000 people plus side events trying to use this system.
Well, apparently there's no side events on Friday at least.
Yeah.
All right, so Friday they're safe, but Saturday,
So I mean, if we're
Well,
gonna go
maybe
based off of
Milwaukee,
play-
it'll be Bologna, right? So
Oh, that's true.
That'll be the first
Oh.
testing grounds.
okay,
Bologna boys.
Yeah, yeah, have fun.
Good luck,
Have fun. Europe.
Ray.
but
Bivens?
the what is it? So, I mean, based on what we saw yesterday with the ticket sales, I mean, if the
Static
play
on
Static
nothing.
again. Stuff.
ends up crashing out, they might use melee, right? So like, at least there's that fallback.
Bro,
But-
Yeah, I
that's-
don't know.
That's
I don't-
tough, bro, because you have to remember now that PlayHub is the new thing,
Oh, the AI is tracking him.
some people on PlayHub might not have a melee. So you're gonna have to tell people to create a melee in the middle of a tournament.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
don't know.
wild.
That's a dodgy one.
Bro, this is gonna be crazy. I just want to play some Lorcana, man, and
Yeah.
just keep getting
And-
more
and-
complicated.
Speaking of that, we should take a look at Alex's list here, Blair's list.
Yeah.
I like this list a lot. I think Green Purple is also very strong right now because this is another one that's kind of tuned to beat aggro and still get under red blue. I think
This list
had-
is very good. I have
Yeah.
yet to win a game against it. Against this, I am like 0-4
I
against
lost
this.
in
The
game
Brunos.
3 against it at least.
No,
But-
no levers. No levers. Interesting.
I actually agree with no levers and normal green purple. I think it's better in like a Diablo shell. So if you're not playing Diablo, I don't think you should be playing levers.
His reasoning, he said it was he started. I mean, from the conversation we had while he was destroying my soul, he said that he was playing green purple and he tried the levers and all that, but then he just realized maybe I should just go kill people. So he started playing more aggro stuff, and he's been playing this deck forever, from what I remember.
Mm.
I think shark just traumatizes me so hard that anytime there's like a card that just says like delete a shark, a Maui shark, I'm like, yeah, I should play that card.
Yeah. And I think that's why you play Bruno, right? To
Yeah.
get through the shark.
But if they still have a card in their hand, bro, it's so sad, bro, because you're just like, do I give them the shark back? Do they get to keep that shark?
Sorry,
Sure.
Skinner, for my static.
This card.
I'm so powerful. I'm breaking the stream. Sorry.
Too powerful.
Oh, Alex is in here. Alex, you Bruno like a 3-card hand, bro, and you don't hit the shark. Does it feel bad?
No, but he
You-
always hits the shark.
Yeah, it's just one turn exactly.
Just one
Then
turn,
you can
that's it?
set up for other stuff. And then you're still playing stuff like crab. So if they go Tala into shark and you crab on 3 or something, and you can Elsa the shark, swing the crab in, buff your Elsa. That's another like unique way to get rid of shark.
Yeah.
But
There's evasive here.
yeah, no, I like this list a lot. Honestly, if I was playing in a set champ this weekend, this could be something I would play. I would probably go 3-3 Genie Rabbit, but that's just
That's so funny. I was literally just thinking how much I like that 4-2 split. I think it's solid because he's only. Oh no, I didn't see the snakes there. Okay, he's got 7 bounces. So
Yeah,
yeah,
he has the
maybe a
bounce,
third
right?
rabbit wouldn't be the worst. But I feel like you're not really trying to do like the red purple thing of just like bounce your rabbit back and forth for days. Like you'd rather have the genie to just
But you
come
can.
in, hand trip, and quest. You know.
you can do the red purple thing with
No,
this
I mean you
card.
can, but you don't have like a big reset button or whatever, so you can't like dirtle for too long with this deck. You know.
Mhm.
Because you don't have B prep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like when you're a red purple deck just bouncing rabbit back and forth for days, it doesn't really matter because you can eventually just go, all right, let's reset the board with B prep, right? You don't have that option in this deck. So
Yeah, no, I mean you're right. I do think your reset button, and it's not really a reset; it's more of like a quick closer. Is your go-go's like that kind of sets up? You could set up turns to where, yeah, you're kind of dirtling, but then you gain four lore out of nowhere or something like that, and you just taking over the game at
yeah,
that point.
no, that's true. I think Blair says it good though. It's just about the density of two questers, though. You know, I think you
Makes
just
sense.
Because you got
need
the
it.
Flynn Rider. Yeah,
Yeah.
you just dropping 2 questers and putting pressure.
Yeah, I think out of this entire list, one of my favorite aspects about it is actually the go-go, because that was the one thing that seemed that Monty in the top 4 match, what he was really worried about was the go-go getting maximum value from that bodyguard mini, the 0-8 mini. And it requires you to respect that card. And I'm looking at other like high willpower characters like Big Tamatoa and stuff like that. You could just really just like make the opponent have to respect and either sacrifice their characters in combat just to remove the damage off the board, or force healing with, if you're playing red blue like popsicles and stuff like that. So definitely like that.
Shout out to Alex Blair for doing the Lord's work. Another set champs where we gatekeep Monty from his mat.
Or Monty, bro. I'm rooting for Monty at this point, bro. Like,
Yeah.
what, bro? What are we gonna be? Set 15. Monty's like, he walks in with the Imperial March, and he's like, "This is my last one. This is it, boys. If I don't get it here, I'm going up to the booth. I'm selling every card I have." I mean, like, we gonna like beat this man out the game.
Did you see the mat that he was able to get over the weekend though?
The symbol
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it was
symbol
nice.
one.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
pretty mad.
But it doesn't mean anything.
No. I mean, there's a story behind it though. So the person that presented the mat to him told him like, I got this mat because like red yellow is my favorite, or like was my favorite color at the time. And I always drew inspiration from the list that you created, and he's like, I want you to have this. So there was like some value there, and like he started using the mat, and he felt like he had a really strong run with it. I mean, it proved it. I mean, he made top 4. So superstition or not,
Did he get the mat from Chat GPT that told him that?
Oh my god!
I thought the
No, it was a young boy by the name of Zach Bivens.
He's like,
shout out to Monty. He's always, even whenever he plays, he always looks extremely happy. Music's a little too loud, but he always looks extremely happy when he's playing.
Really?
He always throws down. Every time I see him, he's confident and he looks happy.
I feel like he was extremely pissed when he's playing Lorcana. When I watch him play, it's like smack, smack, smack. Like everything is laid down on the table like that. And
Maybe later in the tournament.
yeah, I
when
was
he's
gonna say it
getting
depends on
serious.
his record. Like first 3 rounds, he's winning. He's cloud 9. But you get it to where he's like dead and out of the tournament, and he's in the losers bracket. Oh yeah, the Imperial March is like
so 90% of the time he's mad.
Yeah, I guess when the Linkin Park music comes on, bro, that's when you know Monty's down bad.
Let me tell you, this is why he freaking he did us dirties with a ticket. That's why, because we rank on him, but then he went ahead and bought his tickets early, and he tried to tell us, and look at what happened. We almost missed out.
That sounds like karma.
Hey, no, I told Monty the other day, I'm like, we rag on you a lot because I know you can take it, and we love you. So.
Yeah, no, it's all fun and jest for sure. But yeah, congratulations to both Alexes taking top 2 at SSG's second set champs. Always a blast to host, and definitely looking forward to not only next set champs for Fabled, but the actual Fabled release event as well too. So before we move on, we're gonna review another list that really spicy list that won 1K. But before that, I did want to mention that signups are now live for our Fabled event on the Ravensburger Play Hub. So scan the QR code.
Oh, it's like a sports center.
Yeah, I know. I got to. My favorite is getting to play around with all the cool toys in the
Yeah, it's not
restream.
working, bro. I'm trying to scan it. It's not working.
I'm gonna do one of these to you too. I'm just gonna keep moving it while you're chasing it.
Damn, that's me.
Oh my goodness.
I will answer the Amber Steel Rhino question in the Rascalot asked a little while ago. I think that this deck, if they shift Rhino on 2, you're probably in trouble, right? Because you have to crab followers, I guess, would be like the only answer you'd have early. So yeah, I guess you could bounce something with Mim and then swing, but shift Rhino is probably really hard for this deck because there's no bell or anything like that to kind of answer it. Sorry, I just saw that question and it didn't get answered.
No, for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anybody else or anything else that
I
we
like-
need to do before we move on.
Fox isn't horrible into it. If you have like a little guy.
But Fox doesn't kill Rhino. You have to deal at least 3 to
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
yeah,
right.
but Fox, and then you just throw a little guy into it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair if they didn't like shift Rhino and sing onto your little guy. But
Yeah. I mean, if they shift Rhino Sing, I mean,
yeah.
but their hands.
But they always got it, bro. Steel Song always has it.
always has it, bro. Yeah.
Kylie, we have a question for you here. Since you're the showrunner for the Fabled event, looks like Ryan Walker, shout out to Ryan Walker and his team, who mentioned that they're interested in coming down. They're asking if the Fabled event is an LCQ.
It is not an LCQ. But it is It is the first qualifying event for the next invitational. So the 64 players are locked in for the first invitational, but this event is our first event to qualify for the second invitation.
Got it. Awesome. Good to get that cleared up. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll leave the QR code up for a little bit. I don't think it's going to interfere with any of the other slides that we have. But yeah, make sure you get your spot. We're not collecting prepayment on the Play Hub, so just make sure you grab a spot if you're interested in coming, and then you'll be making the payments in the store.
That's actually insane. Royal Guard plus Hypnotic Strength. That would deal 5, right? Like you would get the plus from drawing off of the
Yep.
Hypnotic Strength, and that's actually really cool.
Yeah, so you get the +1 for your draw for turn, +1 from the hypnotic strength, and then
Yeah. +2 from the Challenger.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yo, Dreams, I've been waiting for you, bro. I've been practicing. I've been going to the gym for my mental health. I've been chasing these kids around, bro. My stamina is up. And then my friend Jack recommended some Celsius, so I'm gonna put some of those in there. So you better be ready. 'Cause
We're
you're gonna
gonna-
go home and tell your wife and be like, I finally got a good match from Hector. So be ready.
We're gonna just keep hitting the repair
alert.
button until you guys are in round 1. Awesome. But yeah, all right, cool. But yeah, again, congratulations to both Alex's great performance for our 38 player Set Champs event. And then moving on, so we have the winner of the Jackson Warren Memorial 1K. Let me move us so you can see the rest of the cards. I wanted to put together show something a little spicy, a little different from Red Blue. It's not sharks, it's not items, it's support.
What the hell?
Guys, what are your thoughts here on this list?
The hell does that 6-cost Goofy do? I've never even seen that.
He's
He's evasive and
a
rush.
rush evasive.
Yep.
5/5.
He's there because he has 5 strength.
Look at that.
The magic
pose,
number.
bro.
I don't even know what the scepter
Yeah.
in the corner does.
It
Not
gives
gonna lie.
support for free. Gives
That's
support.
the one.
Oh my god.
So, like, I think your main plan, because I was wondering about the bells, but having Bell early as a support option for some of your smaller stuff is kind of insane. Obviously the main way this deck is getting like insane value is Maximus. So your Maximus trigger would still work off a Scepter, right? Because the trigger's at the end of your turn. So if you support something and it gets into that Maximus threshold, you're gaining that lore. So it's a really interesting deck. Some of the cool things that are added is like the Cogsworth having 5 attack potentially if you have an item in the graveyard. Li Shang giving anything with more than 4 attack plus 1 extra lore. The Tinkerbell is interesting. I think this deck gains lore out of a bunch of weird ways that aren't questing. And I think that's a pretty cool idea for a deck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean the curve itself, like so you can go like pop Bell on 1, Flynn on 2, and if they don't have an early game, that's just that's a lot of lore in the beginning. And then
So
Bro, this deck looks
this
like
list,
like a Monty creation here. I'll be honest with you. If you blast me with this in the tournament, I'm just going home. I'm too old for this. Like, I'm just
I think it's better than you think though, because all right,
I know. I
Yeah,
can see it.
it's-
Flynn on 2 into
Yeah.
something big, into the horse. You gain like 12 lore. I'm just gonna go home.
yeah, I mean,
just
this
gonna
deck
go
has
home.
5 cards that gain lore through not questing. You have
Yeah.
Flynn, Tinkerbell, Goofy, Maximus, and Baymax. Like, that's kind of nuts.
You hit
I
me
do
with
think
it.
I would fit Sharks in here somewhere.
Bro, let
Probably
Shark die, bro.
For the Goofy,
Please.
but the thing is with Shark, like even all right, these guys aren't going to know your list, right? Like this is an open deck list kind of thing. So if you play Shark against most decks, they're not swinging into that, even if you don't have any actions in your graveyard. And obviously, he's not playing a lot of actions. But let's talk about Scepter here. If you quest with the Shark, that's 7 attack that you can put on something like a Bell. And now Maximus is getting the trigger for was it 4 lore or 5 lore? Right.
5 if you have a
5,
10 or higher.
5
It's
lore.
2
Yeah.
if you have 5 or higher.
Yeah, so why wouldn't you play something that has 7 attack like a Shark? I honestly don't think Sail is kind of close in this deck too. I don't even know if you play Sail because you'd rather be playing Flynn on 2 or even
well, look what
Tinkerbell.
the Max Goof card says. He says that the draw is a little iffy, so maybe you need the pops and the sale just a little bit for the draw.
Yeah, well, Popsicle's in there, no question, because you've got the bells
Sure.
and
And the cogs.
the healing
Tomatoa,
factor.
Tomatoa.
And
but-
Cogsworth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Sail does
Sail
look a
is-
little weird here. I agree.
you
Yeah,
could probably cut Sail.
Yeah, Tala still replaces herself. No, I mean the card draw is definitely shaky. If when you look at this compared to your red blue engines out there that do draw a ton, actually what would also probably really fit in this deck if you're worried about card draw is Carpet Bag. But that's
the Merlin. The Merlin
yeah,
ball.
I that might be too cheeky. Manners would also I think be good in this deck.
The
but
problem with Manor is that it has 9 willpower, not 9 strength.
that's true. Yeah, you this deck wants characters.
I feel
Yeah.
like
all the time.
this is interesting.
It's very interesting. It's a very cool.
I'm
cool
definitely a
idea.
big fan of this list, though.
I feel like the moment I see like a Flynn, a Tinkerbell, and Maximus come down, though, you kind of figure out what's happening.
Yeah, but do you think you're ever so if I play a Shark on 6 and even if you see all those cards, are you going to quest into the Shark?
If you have no actions in your graveyard, probably. If I'm pushing.
It's still a
I'm
thought,
pushing.
right? Like it's
Yeah,
either
no, I'm
eating-
gonna
it's
think.
either
I'm gonna
eating
think
something-
about it,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna be like, let me see your graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shift, and if I see a sale, I'm like,
I'll be honest with you guys.
All right.
That's something that a lot of people don't do, and I think loses some games.
Oh yeah.
I had a scenario like that in the set champs this weekend, where I think I was playing Kyle. Kyle, one of our locals, he was great. He was playing green purple discard, and I was getting obliterated. I'm talking about destroyed. If you think of a perfect game, destroy just that's what it was with green purple Diablo discard. And there was a couple turns where I developed one Shark, and he had massive board control. He had like six guys on board, 2 Prince Johns, 2 Diablos. It was like all over the place, right? And he hesitated to attack because I had 1 Pirate Life in the grave and just 1 Shark on the board, right? So by him in 2 turns, he's like, oh, I don't want to feed the Shark, right? 2 turns, he didn't attack, and it gave me enough time to gain a bit of control, and then from there I was able to steal the game back from him. So sometimes people, they see the Shark and they're like, well, I'm not going to attack because I don't want to give you
do
value.
you,
But
do you remember what was in your graveyard though?
I just had Pirate's Life,
Yeah.
and the game I was just playing 1 card a turn, right? And I was so far behind. He had gone through in the first 5 turns, he had shifted Diablo. He had played 3 friends on the other side, 4 sudden chills, like 2 levers on 2 Sharks, right? And then I just developed 1 Shark, and by him not questing, it gave me a couple of turns to be able to stabilize a bit until I was able to Sisu. That I was able to draw. And if he would have quested for like 2 turns, he would have been able to to overcome even the pirate's life, right? Like it was just
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I think is like Pirate's Life and B Prep are the cards where you're just like,
no, but
can I
B-Prep,
beat,
I get it.
can I beat this
B-Prep, I
card?
get.
Can I
No,
beat this
B-Prep, I
card?
get it. Like you're not gonna attack with a 7 creature board and then I have B-Prep and I could just shark B-Prep.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. But
But even
now see it this
Pirate's
way.
Life, like there's always a world where you're like,
No,
do I
see it
give
this
him
way,
back a
Kylie.
Pirate's Life, and
But
then
see
he's
it
gonna
this way.
take me down?
Look,
He's gonna get
if you
another
have 2 Prince Johns, right? 2 Prince John,
Alright.
a Diablo, a genie, an Elsa, and something else.
That's
If
what
you
he
don't-
had.
Yes.
Oh, bro,
If
I'm
you
playing all day, bro.
If you don't, so you get quest out there for like 7 or 8 lore, let's say, right? 7
Yeah.
lore, 7 or 8 lore. I kill one of your guys, and then I get back Pirate Life. I minus you 2,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then the next turn you're questing for 5, and I minus you 2, but you're still plussing, right? And then it puts more pressure on me. The
No, bro,
moment
you said he's questing for like 8, bro. Hell yeah, I'm questing for the 8.
yeah, it was. I mean, that
Prince
was
John?
I got lucky there.
Yeah, yeah. You said that one turn he quests for 8. You kill probably a Prince John.
He was at 9, or he was at 7.
Yeah,
Could have quested with all of those, and then I just kill one. I'm forced to kill either
he
Prince
goes to
John.
15. Yeah, you kill a Prince John, and then he still has lethal. Even if you Pirate's Life, when you bring him back, he's at like.
Or he could have got
18.
into 9. He could have got into 19,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then
19.
I still have to answer the board. You know.
Yeah, and then even if you wipe the board, he goats for game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people do. I will say a lot of people do like just see shark and just like freeze. They're like, oh my god.
It's just hard
Yeah.
because they could go runner so easily. Like even
Yeah.
if it's something just like develop your brain that they're holding in hand,